Video. First of all, my mother's father, he technically does look Filipino, but his mother, she looks just like all these people I'm watching a video about. El-Hajj Malik El-Shabazz, who was fucking castrated from the, what's it called? What was it called? His body? They castrated him. You know, after the Knights of Malta, I mean, you play chess, yo. I'm not gonna lie, I don't give a fuck about bishops, even though it is what it is. In terms of endgame chess, 2 bishops versus 2 knights, that can be a trick bag. Because it's like, it's a trick bag. It's like, fuck, I can't go on white, I can't go on black. It's trick bag after trick bag. But at the end of the day, that's endgame chess. Meantime, between time, I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, that bishop, it can be a little sniper if you get caught slipping, but at the end of the day, don't let those knights penetrate that center of that board. They will just make one move that will fuck up your whole day. So anyway, back to the Knights of Malta and Central Intelligence Agency. Okay? And the KGB dude, he made a video. Intelligence agencies, their function is subversion. Subversion is when, let's just say, you let the first, and she's a Negro, she's not a Moor, because if she was a Moor, she would not want to imitate Neanderthal hair texture with the straightening comb. Anyway, Madam C.J. Walker, you know, which is the predecessor of Popra, okay, aka hashtag 4 o'clock mammy, 25-year 4 o'clock mammy, okay? So whatever the fuck, own New World Order in reverse, NWO, New World Order, okay? New World Order, NWO, fucking, they act like they're beefing with each other. Democrats, Republicans, they're all the same. El-Hajj Malik El-Shabazz said, anywhere underneath Canada is the South. Now, fuck that shit. Anywhere under the fucking North Pole is the South, okay? Fuck the bullshit. So we're talking about raping children, okay? Who does that? The Vatican, okay? Okay? The Anglican Church, all that fucking bullshit. So some faggot who didn't like women anyway, named fucking King Henry, can put his little milk and cookie little Peckerwood and a bunch of bitches that he didn't like anyway. Or he closed his eyes, thought about little 4-year-old boys, little assholes. So we could just come, so we could try to make a little faggot part 2 to keep the fucking faggot Neanderthal imminently extinct dynasty going. But let's keep it moving. I'm watching a video about children being raped, and they talk about final solutions. Final solutions. 1883, okay? This isn't 1933. This is 1883, 50 years before Hitler, who most people say was a fucking Rothschild anyway. And regardless if he was a Rothschild or a fucking Ford or a fucking Seabiscuit, he was financed by the Rothschild vis-a-vis, whatever the fuck that imminently extinct word. Because none of this cracker shit is going to be a tongue in 50 years when it's 100 degrees in fucking February in Vermont. Formerly called Vermont, whatever the fuck it was called. Millennia prior to the plague of those Neanderthals. But what's the word? I said vis-a-vis. And I didn't have to question how I say that word, because that word is not going to be a word really soon. Because these syllables are really boring syllables, you know? Like, what the fuck? Caucasians can't do what Moors do. Because if you try to do it in a way that's less, to say the least, okay? It's boring. You're boring. Caucasians, you are boring. When you try to be not boring, it's still boring. Everything about you is boring. You could have a fucking 3,000 bedroom palace. It would be boring. Why? Because it's a lifeless Neanderthal within those 800,000 square foot walls. It's boring there. Wherever you are, that's a boring place. Whatever you do, those are boring actions. It's a fact. Okay? Now, what do? To level the playing field, you take children away from their parents and you try to make them boring like you. How do you do it? Like a terrorist. Like a terrorist. I forgot. Why did I start this video? This video is called Terrorists. This video is going to be called Terrorists. Terrorists. Okay? This video is called Terrorists. Caucasians are terrorists. You terrorize the people of the sun. You terrorize those carbon-based beings, those... Yes, that's all you do. And then you see I'm in the presence of the source of life right now. I feel alive right now. You go on the source of life and you die. Okay? That implies that you should not be here. You should not be here. Now, I'm beyond the fact that, you know, we had an in-house cleaning situation. Okay? But let's talk about my childhood. Okay? No, because you know what? I started this video talking about children with fucked up childhoods. My childhood was spectacular, just for the record. Okay? I don't have enough memories. You know what? I associate my childhood with women, I don't know, it could have been 17, 27, 47, 67, but they all told me how handsome I was, okay? No, real shit, you know? But you know what? Regardless of how many strangers tell you how handsome you are, you know, I got cousins who maybe 25% of the time, or actually 75% of the time, their mother called them some name that actually wasn't their name, okay? I'm not talking about Malcolm Little going to El Hajj Malik El Shabazz. I'm saying, say El Hajj Malik El Shabazz. Let's say they call him Malik, and he had a brother named Khalid, he had another brother named Ahmed, another brother named Issa. Regardless, 75% of the time, his mom didn't call him Malik, okay? That being the case, they might not have felt like they got specific, individualized attention. So that would imply that to whatever extent, maybe 75%, they felt marginalized. Maybe they felt 75% marginalized as a child. Maybe if they were their mother's only son, you know, she would have never mistaken their name. Now, I'm trying to be really specific because there's this thing that some people call the Forbes 400 list. It's literally got 400 names of people that are just like really depressed. Now, here's the thing. Money doesn't make you happy, you know? It really doesn't. And here's the thing about me, you know? It's the fact that I'm not going to go to the Gucci store and just like somehow just walk out the store with some $600 shoes. But $600 shoes is not going to be a difference between me like being dehydrated, you know what I'm saying? Or, so that being said, I can always get water, you know? And I can have like lint in my pockets, but I'm still going to get water. That's not a problem. No, I make the distinction between Gucci shoes and again, Gucci shoes. And this is in the Great Shepherd, parts 1 through 10. You know why. And though the beauty of those shoes does not mitigate the fact that he's just indifferent to the Creation Act. Now, incidentally, you know, to reconcile, or rather complement his indifference to vagina, is the socially engineered poverty that affords him the luxury of adopting people that were created by Creation Act, which was neglected by the fiscal context that did not afford them the extension of the Creation Act, which is properly raising children. Okay. Now we go into darkness. Okay. Now let's get really dark. Let's turn the lights off. Darkness. This is when a sodomite has the luxury of raising children, because the Creation Act could not be extended. The act of raising children with self-respect. Okay? Yeah. All this faggot shit, 1974, DSM, whatever the fuck, DSM-4, DSM-3, first of all, no, you're not human beings. Caucasians, you're not human. That's why you're so boring, because you're Neanderthals. Matt and Trey, hey, fuck it. They gotta follow the code. Hey, fuck it. They follow the code. When I look at pyramids that are fucking 40,000 years old, I see theta, okay? Imagine a whole paradigm that is reinforced because of one little patriarchal faggot, okay? Yeah. There's a whole country called Spain that all talk like faggots because one faggot from 400 years ago couldn't talk like he likes vagina. So they're like, you know what? You know, hey, look, Reaganomics is at least 400 years old, okay? And it's deeper than that. Trickle down, get the fuck out, you trickle these nuts, nigga. Trickle down, are you kidding? You know, John Oliver, okay? Like I said, Ali Boumaier, talking to that cracker bitch. You know, he's like, what the fuck? You ain't a foreigner? You could go open a building. You could go open up a store on what? Fifth Avenue, whatever the fuck. What the fuck? You know? Nah, you don't like me talking like this. I don't like the way you're talking. You don't like the way I'm talking because you don't like a nigga talking like that. Because you want to be a nigga to be bitch made. Because if a nigga's not bitch made, you will be extinct. You know? Fuck this shit. A nigga has to be bitch made. Caucasians don't exist if a nigga's not bitch made. Are you kidding? Yo. Like, what the fuck? 1 + 1 is 2. If a nigga's bitch made, if a nigga's not bitch made, then what room is there for any Caucasians anywhere? Anywhere. Like, there's no more smallpox blankets. Go put a Hiroshima on Angola soil. Put a Hiroshima on Ethiopia. Put a Hiroshima on Congo. Then where's the origin of your... Exactly. No resources. No resources. No resources. No. Okay. They got those AK-47s. Okay? In their tribal gear. They're wearing their tribal outfits. And right around their shoulder is an AK-47. Okay, cool. Bet. Okay. So we've established that... Let's turn the light off. Fuck all this bullshit. Okay? I never murdered any Neanderthal babies. I don't have to. Because the source of life... Let's say I had a refrigerator full of spinach and Kalamata olives. Let's pretend. Let's fantasize here. Let's say there's tomatoes here, red peppers here, yellow peppers there, avocados there. It only happened because the Son of Man made it possible after we put the seeds of life in the dirt of the earth. Adam was created from the dirt of the earth. The dirt of the earth, okay? The dirt, the rich, dark soil. Hey, look. Try to find some soil that looks pale and pasty like that. See what life comes out of that soil. I'm curious. No, I'm not. I'm making fun of all these eminently extinct Neanderthals. Oh, man. What up, Adolf? What up, Adolf? Hey, Adolf. Hey, Adolf. Adolf. Like, I've concluded that death is only for Neanderthals. So I can't die. So, consequently, I find myself like being so real right now. I'm watching videos and you see the looks on their faces. You see, like, that's the worst part, you know, and Ben jealous. Let's talk about Ben jealous, you know? Because real shit, you know? It's niggas. Let's talk about, you see this color right here? It was right there, like right there. Say a nigga was like, hold on, fuck it. Fuck, I can't point. God damn it, fuck. I'm trying to hold on. Hold on, I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to give you an example. Because all of a sudden, the nigga's a little bit lighter, his hair is a little bit straighter. All of a sudden, he's no longer black, you know? You know? But this nigga's, I'm trying to show you the color that they are and the hair texture that they have. So the color, you see this part. All right, hold on. I'm trying to show you. Which is dark. What's the light? So kind of like... All right, that's kind of darker. That's darker. You know, that's darker. That's shade, but... That's darker, but you'll notice right here, you see that part? It's lighter right there. So say a nigga's color was that color right there. I'm not the palm of the hand, but somewhere between this and there. Somewhere like right around there, okay? And all of a sudden, his hair texture is like, what hair texture? I'm trying to think. The nigga from Carlito's Way, right? Say his hair texture is that nigga's hair texture. All of a sudden, he's not a nigga anymore, okay? Now, let's say he shows you his little brother. His little brother got bigger curls, not curls like Like bigger curls. Like I'm trying to think. Curls like what? Like who got curls? What's the famous nigga with curls and some big curls? Fuck, man. Who got some? Fuck, it ain't no famous curly headed niggas. Fuck. I'm trying to think. God damn it. This ain't no famous niggas with curly hair. What the fuck? I'm trying to think, man. Fuck. I'm trying to find an example of a nigga with curly hair. I mean, like, cause there's levels to this shit. Some hair is curlier than others. My whole point, I know this one nigga, dude, his hair, like, his hair was practically straight. Not straight, like, dude, he was like, I'm trying to think of, imagine a nigga that's, but it's, the thing is, it's like when you add little parts of DNA, all of a sudden complexion changes a little bit, it's got little nuances. So I can't say, I promise you, no niggas that's Will Smith's color that have straight hair. Because Will Smith's, dude, it's levels to this shit. But you add little factors to DNA. See, the thing is, there's a level of ambiguity where they can just think they can just part the Red Sea, and all of a sudden these are niggas over here, and these are Latinos and Native Americans over here. But it's like there's a middle ground. There's a family reunion where you see fucking two brothers. Nigga, I know brothers. One's hair, he calls his hair texture Brillo pad. The other makes my shit look Brillo pad when the fact is olive oil and keratin, and fucking 40-minute shower, I'm running my fingers through this shit. But that nigga, give that nigga 4-minute shower, he run his fingers through his shit, you know? And then his little brother, his fingers can't ever even contact his hair. Now look, here's the point. All of a sudden we have these constructed by whom? I was going to say these constructs, these racial constructs, which effectively is a misnomer for special constructs, okay? Which technically is relatively ambiguous, because if we talk about the only pure-blooded human beings being so-called sub-Saharan Africans, then I will have to acknowledge, I see what my fucking great-grandmother looks like. You know, I know she's not from Sierra Leone. It is what it is, but she ain't from fucking Ireland. She ain't from fucking France. I know that much, you know? But, you know, in terms of calling her Cherokee, we got to talk about, what do they call them? What the fuck are they called? Lewis and Clark, you know? Because they made a reference to it being some differences between, if you want to make a reference to phenotypes, the Bering Strait would be a reference to, Neanderthals, okay? Now, don't get me wrong, less Neanderthal than, you know, fucking pasty, you know, Huns, you know, but, you know, it's still, they're not fucking Sudanese, to say the least, you know. I mean, I feel like when I'm around some Sudanese people, I feel like, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, see, our culture is different. The Moorish culture, Al-Morak, Al-Morakanos, whatever, they want to, our culture, like, I mean, we are like the alpha males of so-called black manhood. And I say so-called because there's a black man in the White House named Biff, okay? Really, he said he's good stock, that's German stock. Well, black is a fucking old Germanic word that's a reference to pale people, okay? You know? Now, let's say there was a color. That's my hair. Spanish, you would say negro, you know? But in negro, in Portuguese and Spanish, reference to a black object. But technically, fucking, my hair is an object. Even though, objectively, that's not even a factual statement. Everything's an object, and I will make an album called Commodities Exchange. It's a fact. In fact, Commodities Exchange might be the first album, because when you exchange, the only thing that makes the Neanderthal valuable is the Commodities Exchange. Because when the the dark matter's avatar decides that he wants to open up the seventh seal and be in alignment with his chakras, and he does not want to consume animal flesh, all of a sudden, the only commodity is melanin, okay? And the only manner of exchange is you exchange this illusion of material existence in exchange for the manifestation of Amen in the form of Ra, aka Amen Ra. You exchange this material illusion for alignment with Ra in its source, Amen, aka Sirius B, Spet, or I said it wrong, Spet, I believe it's pronounced that way. Spet, I believe you pronounce it that way. It's not Sirius, but if you say Sirius, all of a sudden it sounds Caucasoid. But if you look at Greek records, they say, Roman records, the Huns are too pale to fucking think, okay? But I said this shit, I'm not gonna repeat myself. Great Shepherd parts 1 through 10, okay? Did I kill any Neanderthals today? No, I didn't. Did I abuse them physically? Did I take a big metal object and beat them in front of 40 other children to terrorize them? You Caucasians are terrorists. I don't give a fuck. All right, my definition of a nice Caucasian is one that took its last breath a few seconds ago. Exclusively. There's no other definition, okay? And let's be really fair. And I've made the joke about fair. You got $100 billion. You got, it's 100 degrees outside. You can't go outside. How fair is life? Okay, it's not fair. Life is tilted excuse me, against all of you Neanderthals. You know? It's September fucking, it's October 1st. It's like 90 degrees outside. Life is tilted against you. Life is not fair for you, okay? So fuck it. You know, we agree with that much. I mean, imagine this. Life's so not fair that the universe wants to exterminate you immediately that you have to take people's little melanin-dominant children and fucking sexually abuse them so you can have social leverage over them. You Caucasians, hey. All right, first of all, Indians are Caucasians. The Indians that are darker than me, they're Caucasians. Just for the record. I see the Duke of Tears, nigga, I see you, nigga. He been told, hashtag, what's it called? Acapella? Is that what it's called? What the fuck? I be saying whatever the fuck I be wanting to say, cause y'all crackers gonna be dead real soon, courtesy of the sun that be hot as shit and be getting more hot every fucking day. Okay, but look, here's the point. I think that was one point. But no, Asir, he broke down 666. Now, Ross Ben, you know, the thing I don't get about you, Ross Ben, that really, I mean, you said that shit about the sisters, the 9 sisters, Ben Franklin, a bunch of dead bodies in his basement. Fuck it, you know, because he's a terrorist, just like his descendants are fucking terrorists, just like his ancestors were fucking terrorists, you know? But, you know, Ross Ben, the difference between me and you, Ross Ben, I'm never going to be like, you know what, what's the best thing I could do right now? Let me be in a room full of imminently extinct Neanderthals. That's okay, which puts on my radar, you know, there's a thing called gaydar. I'm not putting you on gaydar, but I'm going to put you on some bitch niggadar, because a rich niggadar is like, I don't feel like being around Caucasians ever. I don't want to be near them. I don't want to be by them. I don't want to see them. I don't want to fucking put a fucking penny in any of their institutions. I don't, you know, I mean, what the fuck? This dinar shit can happen in like 3.5 days. Like, what the fuck? They're done. They're done in 3.5 days. Hydroponics, fucking indoor farming, fuck their chemtrails. The fucking Knights of Malta motherfucker representative, aka CIA, he just make a public statement. Yeah, we use chemtrails, fuck it. You know, for what? It's gonna help mitigate climate change. What's the problem with climate change? I love hot weather. You don't like hot weather because it's a reminder that you shouldn't fucking be here? That's your fucking problem, you know? How many children have I murdered? How many Neanderthals have I murdered today? I've been talking, you know? I've been talking. I don't have shit to do with any toilet paper called a Constitution. I don't give a fuck about the Constitution. I don't give a fuck about the Magna Carta. I just care about the sun, you know? The sun, look, when I say I don't care about the Constitution and I don't care about the Magna Carta, I'm speaking for the sun, Like, you know, the son does not give a fuck about the Magna Carta. The son does not give a fuck about the Constitution. The son does not give a fuck about the terms on your lease agreement. The son does not give a fuck about the term on your mortgage. The son, like, and you know what? When you allow yourself to be subordinate to the will of a fucking sodomite Neanderthal, then you deserve all that bullshit. You deserve all that bullshit. Whoa, who that? All right, hold on. Nigga, you busted? You busted? You taking a break?
I'm gonna try to play the satellite.
Whatever, nigga. Just be happy we're gonna do these reversals. But I just made a video. I'm in the middle of making a video. I just watched like
I heard you outside yelling.
2 hours worth of videos where the Canadians, you know, Canadians are like worse than Americans in terms of what they did to the Native Americans.
You know, I think
they raped their children.
I think you're negative energy. All these things, when I come home after bus answer about raping children and shit, it's not what I need to hear. I need to hear positivity. Slow.
Okay.
I want to hear about raping children. About fucking Neanderthals. Kkkrakkkers.
I mean, I feel you, but, you know.
Fucking, the tournament's been going on for fucking 5 hours, and I have to play a satellite at 6. And I just busted from another one. Trying to get back into the tournament. I can't, I'm fucked. Or I can play a satellite at 8 a.m. Which sucks. Why do you have a bunch of fucking different wine?
What do you mean different one? This is yours right here from earlier. I never touched it. Nah, but it's just like, you know, I didn't kill any Neanderthal children today. I didn't kill any unarmed Neanderthal children, you know. But I made a reference that I don't fuck with the Constitution. It's some toilet paper. I mean, if your nose is running, the Constitution might be of service. But other than that, I don't see it being. Or if, I mean, your fireplace is empty, you need to warm your fireplace. The Constitution might be effective, you know. But other than that, I'm sorry, what'd you say? Dude, let's just go to Walmart and start this shit. Let's start this shit. Let's be proactive.
I am not going to lose it. I just fucking lost $4,000 plus. I spent another $400 just today because of all the fucking negative energy.
You can't blame me for that shit. How come Jeremy didn't bust?
Jeremy busted yesterday on the 75 ticket.
So? The 75 ticket is Square Cash and fucking Duola and Venmo. I don't give a fuck about poker, you know that.
It's 7-5 your birthday.
I don't give a fuck about poker, you know that shit. Poker's for degenerate gamblers.
You have negative energy.
I don't have negative energy.
And why every single time you're always angry?
I'm not angry. I'm self-respecting and insisting that other people of my image and likeness do the same. Yeah, well, it sounds like a graham cracker's response to self-respect. Alright, I'm gonna leave it at that.